Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv.
As 2022 comes to an end, 2023 is just right at the corner, and political players are so interested in what 2023 will give to them. Many of them have arranged what they need to do. Some are yet working on what to do. We have three players right now, not because we do not have the rest of them. We have APC flag bearer Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have PDP Atiku Abubakar, and we have Labour Party Peter Obi. As you all know, in Nigeria, when the election draws nigh, political prophets, forecasters, a lot of permutation, observation, all of these are called prophecy. One of the popular seer or prophet is Primate Elijah Ayodele. He is the spiritual head of Evangelical Spiritual Church, INRI. He posted on the church Facebook handle. The prophet revealed that God showed him the ruling All Progressive Congress. God showed him PDP, People's Democratic Party. God showed him Labour Party, LP. He said each of these presidential candidates have options, they have opportunities, and he said a lot about the lacuna, what they need to work on. He said God told him that the Muslim ticket will be problem of the All Progressive Congress. Let us hear him speak.
I'm talking as God Almighty directs me, that this is what you should tell these people. And I'm telling you what the Lord has told me now. Muslim ticket, how would they address it? How would they give them victory? Let them look at it deeply and the spiritual consequence.
The political prophet further spoke about PDP's presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. He talked about the lacuna. He talked about what Atiku needs to do. He said Atiku should make sure he works on the 5 governors and also take note of Wike. He said he should not look down on Wike, that he should embrace Wike. He should work with Wike because Wike has a lot to offer him come 2023. 2023 is right at the corner, and all of the 3 candidates, apart from the rest of the candidates who are also working, the 3 candidates who have pulled a lot of crowd, many of them are working behind the scenes to make sure that they perfect their positioning. But you know, this comes with a lot of challenges, and one of the challenge is the issue of governor for Atiku. Atiku needs to work on the governors because most times the governors are the ones who pull the election from their state in favor of the candidate that they want. Is very important. He spoke at length about Atiku's past and his present and his aim and his purpose for Nigeria. He said Atiku has what it takes to take Nigeria to the next level, but Atiku needs to work because this is his final chance. But as you all know, all of this sounds like prophet is trying to play around every of the candidate. He is not really particular about the candidate that will become president of Nigeria, although previously many of them have spoken and they said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sick and that he should not even think about becoming president of Nigeria. But as it is, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is pushing, is pulling himself from the ground to the top, and slowly, who knows, Bola Ahmed Tinubu might become the president of Nigeria. Why am I saying this? It is because a lot of people have lost trust in many of these political prophets. Let us watch what he said about Atiku.
Back to Atiku. How will Atiku wake up from slumber? Don't let anybody push you. People surrounding you might cost you your victory. Your victory is something that is innegotiable. But if you joke with this victory, this is your last chance. Put everything together, prayer-wise, economic, technical-wise, political-wise, and make sure to win this election. Likewise, APC, they should put the house together to win this forthcoming election. So how do we go about this now? Atiku, Don't think that it's well. It is not yet well. Despite these G5 governors, you need to do something about it. You need divine intervention. You need to play along with them. You need to follow my advice. That's why I'm saying this advice to you. I know you have, I've sent it to you privately, but I don't have access to you. I know I sure you to, I will have met you privately and give you the consequence of where you can get failure. It is not well. I think it is not well. You have all it takes. How sure you have all it takes to become the president? Then the factor behind it is this clause. If you don't take this clause, it might be difficult for you to win. The winning might be attack. You will not get the last line victory. I think if anybody tells you that, no, don't worry, it's going to be well. These 5 governors means a lot spiritually. If I thought they were going to get the reward of what they are doing, don't sleep. Don't let them tell you that. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to Wike. Wike is a factor in your victory.
Touching on Labour Party, Peter Obi has gathered a lot of social media influence, but he warned Peter Obi, telling him that those people that you see clapping their hands or talking about you on social media will not be there for you, and they are not enough to win election. He said there are certain things that you need to look into. Technicality, very important for Peter Obi to achieve this. It is going to be difficult. It is not going to be easy, but he said Peter Obi also has what it takes to take Nigeria to the next level. Now, you can see that he is trying to balance it just like every other person. These are observations, things that everybody can see. Do you think that God is speaking to Primate Elijah Ayodele, or is simply speaking from that political mind? Is he saying what God said or what he is saying? What are you seeing? Everyone is seeing this. Muslim ticket, PDP's internal problems, challenges, and also Peter Obi is just trying to climb up to that ladder where many of these political lions, wild animals, where they are roaring and moving around. Is simply doing what he can do right now, but it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy at all. Let us hear what he said about Peter Obi and what Peter Obi needs to work on.
The fact is, Peter Obi, technicality, work on the technicality. The trends you are seeing are not sufficient. They are not going to give you what you want. You need to go on your knees. You need to strategize. You need political strategy. It is not yet well in Labour as well. It's not yet well. Don't think that the election there is going to be runoff, or there won't be any runoff anywhere. Everybody always wins. Don't say, political analysis said there will be runoff. Runoff for where? Everybody that is going to win is going to win. And honestly speaking, let me put it together, 3 of you. These are the areas you need to work. These are the areas you need to balance.
Like I said initially, I said a lot of people have lost trust in what political prophets come out with. And many of them, they have decided amongst themselves to prophesy in a different way. Rather than being specific, they now play around their prophecy. They are not specific any longer. They will not tell you exactly this is A and this is B. They will rather go around it and probably to make people feel that God is still speaking. It might not be that God spoke to them. It could just be that they observed it themselves and they decide to speak. And when they speak, they want you to believe that God is speaking through their mouth. This observation, or let us say prophecy, that the primate is bringing out to you is simply observation. That is what I believe. And it could be that it is prophecy. What is your own opinion about it? I don't want to push it down you like this is not prophecy. This is not prophecy. These are mere observation. This is what you out there can see. This is something that you can relate to. And that you can relate to it does not mean that God is not speaking. God can speak to confirm what you know. And in this case, political prophets. Unfortunately, people have lost trust in what you prophesy. Not just him alone, many of them, people have lost trust. Some of them come out to say number 2 will become number 1, and eventually we've seen that number 1 has still remained till now, unless something happens before 2023. And that might not necessarily change the shape of things in Nigeria. 2023 is coming very soon, and that is going to turn things either good or bad or just neutral. But as you know, this regime of Major General Muhammadu Buhari has not added any value to Nigeria or Nigerians. People are complaining economy is bad, security is worse, kidnapping, a lot of terrible things are happening, and people cannot just wrap their hands around it. They cannot understand why this is happening, why this is happening. A lot of terrible things are happening in Nigeria. So people are looking forward to that 2023, and they believe that Peter Obi is different and is not part of the cabal. They have seen Atiku Abubakar. He was vice president of Nigeria. He worked hand in hand with former military head of state and president Obasanjo. Obasanjo wrote about him. That does not mean that Obasanjo himself is clean of certain allegation too. But as it is, they've seen what Atiku can do. Also, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was governor of Lagos State, and he has bragged and he has talked about his achievements and what he has done, how he had turned Lagos State to what it is right now, to a commercial hub. And he said he has done fantastically and that he has the ability to pick people who have great minds. On the other side too, Peter Obi, he has also bragged, talked about how he left certain amount of money, even though former CBN governor, who is the governor of Anambra State, said Peter Obi's investment, etc., is next to nothing. He said, why will you keep money when you are supposed to put that money into what will progress Anambra State? Why will you put money in the bank when you are supposed to use that money to sort out challenges in your state? Simply put, Peter Obi is stingy. Rather than Peter Obi spending the money on what he should spend it on, he said Peter Obi kept the money inside of his, he kept the money in the bank. And Peter Obi did not say no. He said, well, I am just a petty trader. I am a trader. You are a professor. Do better. So you can see that everyone has 1 or 2 or 3 things to say about themselves. Who is going to be president come 2023? That is what a lot of people are asking. Are you convinced? Are you convinced that what Primate Elijah Ayodele said is what God has said? Are you in line? Let us know in the comment section. If you're just coming across this platform, do not forget to subscribe. Tap on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell. It's very important.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.